that within the next decade you will see a border poll?
Yes, I believe within this decade we will witness constitutional change on the island of Ireland, and it is my absolute determination that that change will be entirely peaceful, entirely democratic and orderly. So we have been saying to the government in Dublin and indeed in London that the preparation for constitutional change in Ireland needs to begin now. I mean, there will be no prize for anybody, irrespective of their political stripe, for burying their head in the sand. We need to be alive to the fact that change is underway. And we need to also be cognizant of the immense, I mean, immense economic and social and cultural opportunities that will be afforded to us, to the island of Ireland, to us as an island nation in the coming years. And I really want us to grasp those opportunities and for everybody who calls this island home to benefit from that change.
And Sinn Féin notably didn't emphasise unification in this election campaign. You focused more on bread and butter issues. Are you concerned that if you did have a border poll within the next couple of years, that it could follow a similar path to the Scottish referendum back in 2014, so it's too soon to build the requisite popular support?
Well, Sinn Féin as a party is explicitly and constantly a united Ireland party. I mean, there's no secret in that. That is our goal, that is our ambition. You're right, the election was very much about the cost of living crisis, about the huge challenges to our health service, and not least because of Tory austerity. And of course, it was also around the appetite and the need to have a functioning government, a functioning executive, and partnership politics. But, you know, we firmly believe that you can plan for and deliver for people in the here and now, their immediate concerns and needs. But you can also plan and talk about the future as well. One doesn't take from the other, and our manifesto was very clear in saying that what we need at this juncture is very inclusive, very thoughtful, very wide planning for building a new Ireland. And we're clear also that every section of our society, every stakeholder needs to have a place at that conversation and needs to have their voice, their concerns, their ideas, their dreams and aspirations, to have all of that heard, and heard clearly and given the respect that ought to be accorded to it.
Do you think there's any validity to the point of view that Sinn Féin is actually one of the bigger challenges to Irish unity because of figures like Gerry Adams and formerly being associated as the political wing of the provisional IRA?
No, I don't. And I think anyone with an understanding of modern Irish history will understand the huge journey that has been travelled, not just by Sinn Féin, but by Irish politics over the last quarter of a century. The Good Friday Agreement will be 25 years old next year. That historic moment where peace was brokered in what was considered to be internationally perhaps an intractable and impossible conflict. But everybody, including the leadership of Sinn Féin at the time, demonstrated that progress was possible, that agreement was possible, that partnership was possible. And that has just been a powerful momentum now in the Irish story. And I think credit is due to everybody, the British government of the day, the Irish government of the day, critically and crucially, the American administration and subsequent administrations, and the political parties in Ireland, including Sinn Féin, and the leadership of Gerry Adams and Martin McGuinness for making that happen. So the lesson for us now is that even in circumstances that are difficult and challenging, progress is always possible. And by the way, the Irish Unity Project does not belong to any one political party. It's not solely the preserve or concern of Sinn Féin. Living a decent life, having the fair opportunities, having good government is people's right and entitlement in the here and now. And the building of the dialogue around a new Ireland and how we live together and build a future together is everybody's business. And as I said earlier, everybody has to have their place and have their voice in that conversation.
Mary Lou McDonald, thank you very much for joining us tonight.